Hi, I've got a couple of parts to my question. The first one is, before coming tonight, I made sure that I read both your policies on education. We've had the 10,000 new teachers coming on board. I want to know, firstly, where are they going to be coming from? Because if they're going to be coming from the temporary source and the casual teachers, then where are we going to get our casual teachers to fill positions? I've had a migraine for the last 2 days and I won't take a day off school because I've got a lot of high-need children who need a teacher in front of them. So we've got teachers who are coming to school sick, we've got teachers who are coming to school when they really should be at home. So what's going to be addressed? The second part is, I was reading a policy about, I think it was yours, new initiatives, new programs to help with the literacy and numeracy. We've had new initiatives, we've had new programs. I have a lot of children in my class with a lot of high needs, and those programs are only taking away our personal time, because I've been at school since 5:30, 6 o'clock at night doing these programs. I've also been at programs where I've had to take days off school to go and do these things, which is then impacting on my class. So is that going to be adding more stress to the teacher? You know, I'm at work at 6 a.m. every morning and I am just not going to find time for anything else.
Linda, thank you very much. Mr Mintz.
Linda, thank you so much, and thanks for the work that you do in our New South Wales schools. We can't replace you, and I genuinely mean that. You can't replace the teacher at the front of a classroom. There's no substitute for it. There's no computer program, there's no app, there's no website that we can put in front of kids. Teachers do an amazing job, and what they do is they often see something in a child that they don't see in themselves. And I bet everybody in this crowd can point to 2 or 3 teachers in their life that have literally changed their lives. So we've got to build teaching back up, the teaching profession in particular. My dad, public school teacher for 40 years, he joined the profession because he believed in public service, and it was a profession where you could earn enough to raise a family in a place like Sydney. For many families, those days are behind us. So we are going to convert 10,000 temporary teachers into permanent roles. Now, they're already working in New South Wales public education, but for some reason they're on temporary contracts. 40%, nearly 40% of teachers are on temporary contracts. Now, for a young teacher who's on a temporary contract in New South Wales, it's almost impossible to get financing from the bank to get a loan to buy your first home. We want to tell them that we want them in our New South Wales schools, and there's big reasons why. I have to report to you that we used to be ranked 3rd in the world when it comes to science. We've dropped all the way back to 23rd. 6th in the world when it comes to reading. We've dropped to 23rd. We were ranked in the top 10 for maths, number 9. We've tumbled all the way to 31st. There's no more important...
America was below us.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
So we must...
be doing that.
Absolutely. We must do better. And it means building up the teaching profession. It's the best way of investing in the next generation of young Australians.
Let's hear from the Premier.
Well, Linda, can I thank you as a teacher and for everything that you do, because there's nothing more important than giving our children the best educational outcomes and the best start in life. When it comes to teachers, we are converting, like Labor, but 15,000, so 5,000 more into permanent teaching roles. We've increased teaching roles over the course of our time in government at double the rate of child enrolments. But in relation to your question as well, we've got to get back to basics. We shouldn't have all of these additional courses, which I know puts pressure on you as a teacher. I want teachers to be doing what they love, and that's teach. Less time learning new courses, less time on admin, and the administration hours that many teachers like you find takes you away from looking after your children and giving them every opportunity in life. We're also making sure we get back to basics, reading, writing and maths, decluttering the curriculum and making it easier for teachers and for children to learn. As part of COVID as well, I think one of the things that we learned really well was that tutoring program, giving so many students an opportunity to have intensive tutoring so they didn't fall behind.
Well, we had that a few years ago.
Yeah.
Probably about 20 years ago, we had the tutoring program, the reading tutoring program.
Yeah.
It lasted 2 years and it failed.
Well,
So things are coming, we're putting them into place, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, we're not doing it anymore.
Well, I think if something's working, you expand it and you increase it. And that's exactly what we did during tutoring throughout COVID. We implemented this program. We saw the impact it was having on getting our kids the opportunity to catch up And that's why we've doubled down, increased that program to give so many of our students that opportunity to learn more, to catch up and do better. And we want our children to leave school with the best education possible. We've got to have a simpler curriculum, get back to basics. That's what we've done in terms of the curriculum changes in primary school, which are going to roll out into secondary school. And I think that will make a real difference, not just for our children, but make it easier for teachers as well, get them away from admin, get them away from new courses and doing what they do best, exactly what you do, and teach our children.
Premier, thank you. Linda, thanks so much for that.